Hello YouTube and fellow Star Wars collectors! In today's video, I wanted to share with you a few things that I picked up, been waiting on, and have finally arrived in the mail that are the last pieces of the puzzle for my Jabba the Hutt throne room display. So it would have been really nice to definitely get these things in hand prior to the Book of Boba Fett throne room / Jabba's throne room showing up, just so I could have had everything ready to put in place for that display. But sometimes it doesn't work out. I was definitely waiting on Rapper Tooney. I need him for the band. He was taking a little while to get here. And then, of course, the Jabba's Denizens pack from Hasbro Pulse, which actually showed up today. It just got here a few hours ago. I got 3 of those sets. Very excited for that one. Velkin Taziri, finally can put one of those on my skiff. And then I got an extra pack either to keep carded or possibly, rip them apart and make some customs, because those 2 figures right there are pretty good for customs. Tessic as well. I've been really into making, some Quarren figures recently. But yeah, it's nice to have one that's all painted up and I can make some customs out of that as well. Definitely a great pack. All this stuff here is fantastic, and I look forward to putting it into my throne room and thought I'd just share a quick video of these pickups. And let's begin by taking a look at the Jabba's Court Denizens pack. Definitely one that I'm very relieved to finally see, just so, we can have Velkin Taziri, we can complete that skiff. It's good to get more characters into Jabba's palace, just populate those displays that we have. Also, nice to see another original 96 character knocked off. So, good stuff here. Reese, he's not really that great of a figure, but I guess it's cool to get a repack of him. But yeah, I plan on doing a more in-depth review of this 4-pack in the future, so be on the lookout for that. But for now, I'm going to open this one up and definitely be adding it to the Jabba's throne room display. And then we have the old Power of the Force Jabba the Hutt's Dancers, one that I've just never gotten around to picking up. I never had it when I was younger, and just, they're not super articulated, so it's never like I was like, oh man, I really got to pick those figures up. But they're definitely essential to have in your Jabba the Hutt's throne room display. I think they're pretty cool. Yes, would I like articulated modern versions of them? Of course. Probably won't ever be getting those, sadly, but, it is what it is. I do really think this packaging is kind of funny. It's almost like they were planning to put maybe the drum in there, and then they were like, nah, we'll wait until later to release that, which they did. But it's just funny that they're all kind of pushed off to the side. And then on the back, we have a nice image of them from the special edition of Return of the Jedi. So all in all, I'm happy to have this one, and it's going to look great when they're all paired with the rest of the band. And moving on, we have the final member of the band that I needed, and it is Rapper Tooney. A cool alien, no doubt. I know some people, aren't a fan of the special edition and that new song, but you can't deny that this guy's kind of cool. He comes with this interesting space harmonica thing that he plays, and he's got that little thing that he sits on, and yeah, it's a good one just to have in your collection, even if you don't, care for the special editions that much. Can't deny this guy looks pretty cool. On this old packaging, here we have him with some of the other aliens from Jabba's palace that I have. Pretty cool stuff. I definitely need to pick this up someday, actually. I've never gotten around to getting that one either. So yeah, like I said, another one to get in the collection and just finish off that band. And then finishing off my throne room puzzle is this Jabba's Court Denizens pack from way back in the day. This one is one I've been putting off picking up because it is a little rare and definitely a bit pricey. Fortunately, I got a pretty good deal on it, so I didn't feel absolutely awful about picking this one up, but it's another one that is just they're never going to go back and do this one. So this might be your only shot at adding these characters to your collection. So kind of had to do it, especially because the throne room's here now, so these might be a little bit more sought after. But yeah, definitely had to get them. Need the Bobar Monk, Bubbo, pretty cool looking character, and then this little worm thing, Walls. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the secondary name of it, but yeah, definitely ones that I wanted to add to my Jabba's throne room display. So here you can see on the back some of the stuff used to get back in the day. You got Jabba the Hutt right here, one of the earlier releases, and yeah, like I said, this is one that I don't think they'll ever make, so had to get it. Really big package, which is kind of funny, but I'm gonna slice this one open and definitely put these in the throne room. So let's get all these things open and take a look at what we got. And here we have one last picture before we put everybody into the throne room display, and I gotta say that they look pretty awesome together. I definitely wanted to highlight a few things. One, the Velkin Taziri and Tem Drangaran figure are phenomenal. Man, I can't wait to really put them in a lot of poses and kind of give them a full review, but just opening those figures up and Squid Head, they are top-notch stuff. So I gotta give Hasbro a lot of credit for those figures. They are some of the best Jabba's Palace characters that we've gotten, just because of the level of articulation now that they have using a couple kit bash things. So really cool stuff. Also, man, the Bomar Monk is really impressive. You know, this is a Hasbro item from back in the day, and just like, there's a lot of sculpting and little like joints here, and just, man, this is a really nice figure. So really cool stuff. I mean, it's a wild design, but yeah, they nailed this one. So pretty cool. I don't know how much of a difference this is between the one that came out prior to it, which I'm not sure if it was Power of the Force or not, but yeah, some really nice stuff here. Paint deco looks pretty cool, and I really like the brain, like, you know, just floating in that liquid. So that's really fantastic stuff, I gotta say. And then Bubo is pretty cool too, just because I didn't know that his little jaws articulated. So it's always nice when that happens, and he's got a little articulation in his arms. His chains, it's okay. It's really soft plastic. The other thing I'll say is, man, it's always funny when you open up older figures because they're packed in so tightly with like a lot of like twist ties and all sorts of other stuff. And it's like they didn't want you to open figures back in the day. They didn't want you to get them out of there and actually like have a good time with them. So just a funny thing I noticed when opening up some of these older packages. But like I said, they look awesome, and now let's get them into the throne room display. And here we have the whole band back together again. Feels good to add these ones to my Jabba the Hutt's throne room display. Here we got Rappertoonie jamming out, looking good with the dancers right behind him. So yeah, I'm happy to have all of those in this display. In the back, you can see the Bomar Monk. That's kind of where I had to put him. He was a little tricky to find a spot because he's like such a large figure, kind of like Ifan Mon, and that's why I usually put those larger ones in the back, just because no matter what, you're always going to see them. Then we have Tem Drengarin, just kind of on lookout. He's doing patrol. Thought it'd be a good place for him. And then here we have the mainline deluxe Chrysanthemum that I just recently compared to the San Diego Comic-Con version. I figured Chrysanthemum would be a good one to put in this display just because he's kind of a Tatooine local, so, you know, he's definitely probably come through here once or twice. Moving on, here we have Boo Boo, about to eat one of those lizard monkeys, you know. Thought it'd be cool to pose him with that accessory that comes with this awesome throne room display. And then Velkin Zaziri kind of just there and hanging out, looking at him eat. So moving on, you got the little worm thing up top, kind of like you see in Return of the Jedi. And then in the far back over here, put Squid Head, kind of in the spot he was in the like Book of Boba Fett trailer when he like runs away as Fat Bib gets blasted. So I thought that'd be a cool place for him. Plus, like, I wanted to have him in this throne room area just because he's a really good looking figure, and I thought it'd be appropriate to just have him here. So yeah, that's pretty much everything we got going on in here now. The only thing I need is the updated Jabba the Hutt that's coming soon with 8D8, and then yeah, I think this is pretty much good to go. Of course, I'll take more characters if Hasbro gives us them, but yeah, I'm very happy with this display. If anything, I might add a Rodian in here because it's always good to have one of those up in this display, and you definitely saw some in Return of the Jedi. But yeah, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Is there any Jabba the Hutt's figures that you're still looking to pick up? How have you set up your throne room display? Please let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It always helps and is greatly appreciated. Thanks everyone, and may the Force be with you.